boys, I had to update this list. The theme teams are actually, I wouldn't say they're as important because you could really use any card in the end game right now, but I know a lot of people like building them for fun and also boosting older cards that maybe had good abilities. And now theme teams are getting easier and easier to make, and there are some very insane ones. And this list is completely different than the top 10 theme teams I did 2.5 weeks ago, I believe it was. So if you enjoy videos like this, I do top 10s on positions, players, theme teams. I also do gameplays on new cards. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's just jump right into number 10. If you were looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code SHOE for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. Starting off at number 10, I actually have the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think this theme team is very, very good all the way around. They are missing one key position, though, that I think is arguably the most, I guess the most warranted position you want on a theme team in a game, and that is the cornerback position. But first, let's look at their offense. Their offense is amazing. You are getting great wide receivers. Hines Ward does get an X Factor. Hayward Bay gets an X Factor as well. Pickens is actually a really, really good card that you could get, that you were able to get for free. And then look at the running backs, man. You got your man Cordero Patterson. You have one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the game in Mike Vick. Offensive line is whatever. I think offensive line should be fillers. None of these cards get 0p secure. So offensive line, I don't care what theme team you should have, or what theme team you have, it should all be fillers regardless. I don't care. That's how it should be. You want the good offensive line, fill the rest positions with the guys you should get. Like, offensive line, you need your 0 APs. But on defense, they are insane everywhere besides corner. Like I said, as you guys know, this overall right here in the top right of the card, most of you guys who watch my videos know already, that means absolutely nothing. Fred Williamson got cheated on abilities. Joey Porter might be the worst 99 in the game when it comes to abilities. He got absolutely cheated. I even have Steelers fans in the chat asking for another Joey Porter because how bad this card is. Patrick Peterson is arguably the best one out of the 3, which is crazy, and he's still mid-pack, right? But when you look at the rest of the team, it's amazing. You have a great D-line duo you just got with the Theme Team All-Stars promo. You can put any ability on them. And then Mean Joe Green on top of it. The D-line is ridiculous. You have amazing users across the board in Ryan Shazier, Ed O'Neill. Very expensive cards, but they are very good. And then Troy P., one of the best safeties in the game. Mean Joe Green, one of the best safeties in the game. And then Minka Fitzpatrick. I think this theme team could arguably be higher if you can just run in fillers right here, which I know most people probably are. But I think the top 10 theme teams list is ridiculous. This does not mean they're a bad theme team at all. Like, wait till you see everybody is insane this time of the year. Number 9, we have the Dallas Cowboys. So we have 2 of the biggest fan bases in the world at number 10 and number 9. Don't hurt the messenger, man. It's hard. It's hard out here. But I will say, I know offensive line usually is garbage for most theme teams. They actually have a really good one. The left side is kind of mid, but Tyler Guyton and Zach Martin do get very good abilities. Tyler Guyton's actually 0 AP secure. Zach Martin also is amazing, 0 AP secure as well. And then look, boys, I don't know if he gets a secondary, but realistically, you could still play him. One of these guys might get, I'm not 100% sure on that, but you do got Larry Allen too, but Zach Martin's definitely the better card. You have amazing tight end duo right there in Dalton Schultz and Jake Ferguson, and then look at your wide receivers. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the tall guys anymore. Some people still are. I like the 6'1" and below, so Brandon Cooks, Amari, but they do got Michael Irvin too, which is actually, if you're looking on a theme team, he is the best one of them all because he gets the best abilities, the best X Factor. So Michael Irvin's got to play there. Plus, you'd have him at 99 speed on your theme team. You got great running backs. You still got an X Factor running back. Not really a quarterback option there. But moving to defense, boys, Micah Parsons, one of the best, if not the best defensive card in the game. You got Carmichael safety down here. You got a 99 Donovan Wilson you just got with the theme team promo as well. And then Deron Bland. Stephon Gilmore's a little bit mid, but it is what it is. And then you can see we got this. I always forgot it. Is Bradley Anae? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you got him and D-Law on the D-line. Ed too tall if you wanted to use him at D-tackle. This theme team is solid all around. I do like the help at corner. Bland and Dion are much better than the options on the Steelers. You also get Carmichael, who's amazing too. I think these theme teams are probably neck and neck, but you can go either way. At number 8, we have the New England Patriots. I feel like this theme team normally is one of the best every single year. They kind of had an off year, I guess you could say. I don't know. It felt like a little bit weaker for Patriots standards, but they finally make the top 10. I don't think they've been in the last couple. I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think they've been in the last couple, but you do have solid options. Gronk, I will say, is pretty bad on a non-theme team. He's really, really slow, but theme team video, baby. That actually matters. Robin Krause gets some speed right there. I know you see some high offensive linemen right here. None of them, sadly, get the good ability, so it is what it is right there. But Vince Wilfork, an amazing card. I think he's like a top 6, top 7-ish quarterback in the game, whatever in that range. He is very fun as well. He'd be 99 speed on your team, I believe, too. And then your receivers, you got Randy Moss, Ocho Cinco, Brandon Cooks. All 3 of them are very, very good. Also, Odell gets every chem, too. Remember that for your theme team. Odell gets every chem, and he's free. So there's that. Ramondre Stevenson's actually better than Cordero because he gets the X factor. So Ramondre's an amazing card. He just came out as well. The entire offensive skill group is amazing right here. That's what I love to see in theme teams too. But then when we come to defense, they have the best corner in the game right now, Darrelle Revis, which did help me move them above the last two theme teams. I think Revis is a big deal. Aqib Talib's also a really solid slot option as well. Then you got Rodney Harrison, who gets a great ability stack as a user. Judon's good. Rob Gronkowski, one of the best users in the game. I think Rodney's probably a slot for you because you want to use these two. Gerard Mayo is another guy like Bruce Irvin. He gets the best ability stack in the game, but he's super, super slow. Theme team video makes Gerard Mayo amazing. That's why it's valuable on a list like this. Then you already have Gronk. You got Bob Golick down here. I think this theme team's underrated. You also are getting a Randy Moss outside linebacker golden ticket coming soon too. It's only going to get better for this team, man. I think they're just missing a couple more DBs. That's really it, honestly. Number 7, we have the most underrated theme team in the game. I know they don't have the biggest fan base. Maybe that's why you don't see it much out there or even see people talk about it. But it is very, very good. The Los Angeles Chargers, man. They have a very solid O-line. Joe Alt got cheated. He didn't get the 0 AP secure, but you're probably using him if you're a big Chargers fan. You got a 99 right there. But John Runyon, the best offensive lineman in the game. He is right there on the theme team. And then you can look at tight end. Donald Parham is absolutely amazing. A 6'8" giant out there. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the tall guys. I think it's okay at tight end, but it is there. You got V-Jax, Mike Williams. Derwin James is still amazing because he'd be 99 speed for you. Keenan Allen, 4 amazing wide receivers to choose from. You probably, I don't think you're going to be using Drew Brees. The one thing that does suck is they don't really have an option right here at running back, or I know even quarterback. Brees isn't the best in the world, and I know Justin Herbert still doesn't have an upgrade. That is a little brutal right there. But when we come to defense, they are amazing. Alohi Gilman, which I believe, what is the date today? Is it? Yeah, in 2 days, I believe, right? 1 or 2 days, we actually get Alohi Gilman maxed out finally to a 99. He gets the 1 AP stack, which is deep zone, mid zone, and pick artist for 1. He's going to be amazing on the team. You got Asante Samuel, who's mad, but the big deal is you get Chris Harris Jr. and Joe Alt, man. You guys know he's 97 speed, 6'8", the best ability stack in the game. He gets what Alohi Gilman gets for 0 AP. He'll be 99 speed on your theme team as well. You got Tommy Harris down here. You obviously got some pass rushers, and your guy Khalil Mack gets an X factor. You got 2 users with the theme team All-Stars promo, and you got Rodney Harrison too. John Runyon's a good user as well. He is 6'8", gets 0 AP pick artist, 0 AP mid zone. This theme team, so underrated. Good corners over here. You got a great safety, good X factor edge rushers, good users. Your offensive wide receivers are amazing. Your tight ends amazing. Best offensive lineman in the game. Super underrated, man. A really underrated theme team. Number 6, we have another theme team that has been up and coming the last, I would say week or two. They did not make the last top 10, so they are getting juiced right now. The Detroit Lions. Actually, a very fun theme team, too. You do got your guy, TJ Hawk, who will be 99 speed on your team as well. Calvin Johnson, I know people still people are 50-50 right now in the tall slurt versus like the short king wide receiver lineup right now. If you like the tall guys, Calvin and Herman Moore are absolutely perfect. And then you have arguably still one of the, I would say the best animation. Him and Tyreek Hill get the best possession catch, fall to the ground as fast as possible animations. Amon-Ra, the sun god, that card is amazing. And then you actually have really good running backs to choose from. Jamal Williams, Adrian Peterson, Jameer. Probably going to be using AP. There's really no question right there. Culpepper and Stafford. I'm a big quarterback filler guy. You can really just use Chad Powers right there. And also, if you don't like the tall wide receivers, you really could use Odell once again, like I said right here, in a fake theme team. Whatever. But when we come to defense, they do have some of the best users in the game. You can see you got Jack Campbell right here, Calvin Johnson, Bruce Irvin, Alex Anzalone. You might want a user or put rush like Bruce Irvin, maybe rush. I think Alex Anzalone would get unstoppable force too, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And then maybe user these two. And then look at the DBs, man. Darius Slay, very, very solid. You got Brian Branch, who's also really solid. This Aiden also gets an X factor too. It's a solid theme team. It really is all around. I do love Calvin being on defense. I think he's one of the better cards in the game. Kirby's also solid. AP's not the best, but we take it, man. I think this theme team's solid all around. They don't really have a weak spot. That's what I like to see in theme teams this late in the year. Into our top 5, I almost said the New Jersey Jets, the New York Jets. I don't know what was in my head right there. This theme team is also one that I think has shot up in the rankings as of late. You can see their wide receivers. They got DT, Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams. You got to remember, he just signed with them as well. Odell, if you wanted to throw him in there. The wide receivers are loaded. They got a golden ticket X factor available running back. You got one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the game. They are looking absolutely amazing right there. Probably would want a filler right here at tight end. Conklin's a little mid. You know, it is what it is. But when we come to defense, this is where they shine the most. Look at their DBs, man. The best corner in the game. One of the best users in the game, Ronnie. He's kind of mid when it comes to being... He doesn't get any deep zone, so he's literally a user only. You got Ed Reed right here, boys. He was also very solid ability stack. I think he gets the stack for 1 AP or 2 AP. And he's also... The one thing that sucked about him is that he was slow. So now you get him in a theme team. You move Ronnie to one of your users. You got Blake Cashman, who just came out in this promo as well. He'll be able to be a good user for you down there, too. And then look at the D-line. You got Q. You got Big Q down there. You got that brand new Ane that you'll be able to max out in 2 days. And then you got John Abraham. So a solid D-line. Sauce is also still one of the best slots in the game. This thing... Oh, I forgot to say Prez. Yeah, Prez is there too. Really good slot, really good user. This team is really good, man. The defense is loaded. I love the offensive weapons too, man, especially the running back and quarterback. It's a solid theme team. Number 4, we got the Seattle Seahawks. They were number 1 on my list last time. I do think the Legion of Boom is still very, very important, but there are other ways to get plus speed on your team. They had an advantage over other theme teams being able to get plus 3 speed because of the Legion Boom Chem, but now you could do that with the theme team all-star LTDs and whatnot. It's a lot easier to do, so I don't find it as valuable anymore, but you can see their wide receivers are still very good. You got Jerry, Hester, Odell. You could probably run DK too if you have a fully maxed team. Greg Olson, solid. You got AP. Marshawn Lynch is arguably still better because he gets the X factor right there. But you do got Russ, Sam Howell, who's also, I believe you can max tomorrow. I think Sam Howell is one that you weren't you able to max one of them early? Was it Sam? I don't remember, but whatever. You got Russell Wilson there too, which is really, really nice. But then when we move to the defense, boys, you got Sherman, who's amazing. Tariq Woolen's still a 6'4" corner you could use out there. I would say this theme team does feel a little bit... They're carried by top-end cards. Like you got Jamal Adams, Cam Chancellor, Bruce Irvin, Bobby Wagner, Brian Bosworth. I mean, it's a solid theme team, especially you have the best D-tackle in the game right now as well. I think it's just a little bit harder to put them over the other positions because they do feel a little bit like wide receiver, tight end. It doesn't feel as complete, but I do love the top-end cards, and I think that carries especially if you're running like a 25 theme team. We head into our top 3. You'll start to see the more popular theme teams that remain as the top theme teams every single year in MUT, and you can see it is the 49ers. I think all 3 of these are very interchangeable. There's no theme team where I feel like, oh, they're the best by far. This is the must-have theme team if you want the best God squad in the game. I don't feel that way. I think they're very interchangeable depending on what you want. But you can see they are a little bit weaker at wide receiver. I think Randy Moss and Jerry are amazing. You're probably using, I mean, if you want to use your rookie, I guess you're using your rookie. But most people are probably using Odell as that top 3 spot. But you'll see the backfield is really, really mid. You have Raheem Mostert. You got Dion. I think that's really what's holding it back. You got to use fillers there. But you do have the best fullback in the game. Vanguard built in is disgusting. You got your new Kittle as well. Larry Allen's still one of the best offensive linemen in the game. But when we move to defense, this is where they are loaded, boys. They got the Hufanga card coming in tomorrow or 2 days. Ronnie Lott, one of the best users in the game. Patrick Willis is still there. Fred Warner also gets a really good ability stack. He's just on the slower end, so theme team does help that. But you got Richard Sherman, Dion, and Nnamdi. Those 3 alone is probably the best cornerback trio in the game. And I think that's very valuable when I rank theme teams. Your D-line also gets X factors too. Hargrave, Nick Bosa's amazing as well. I think this theme team, very good all around. I think they're only going to get better as we get, like, Randy Moss user. It's going to get better, dude. This team's already amazing at corner. DBs everywhere. The users, it's going to get better. I think you got to use some fillers right here, especially these 3 positions, but it's amazing, dude. Number 2, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know why I said Philadelphia, but it is what it is, man. You can see they have the 2 best offensive linemen in the game on their theme team. I would say John Runyon's probably the number 1 offensive lineman, Kelsey probably 2. They're interchangeable, whatever you want to say. They have both of them, so it doesn't matter. That's what you love to see. They got Mark Bavaro, who you guys know I use on my 50-50 Browns. That card, underrated. Jukebox Tank. He is amazing. He gets the fast juke too. I love that card. You have an X Factor running back that is on all game long. Say goodbye to Saquon. Say goodbye to DeMarco. William Perry and a theme team. I don't care if you can't juke. X Factor on all game long built in is amazing. You got Michael Vick, top 5 quarterback. Smitty, who they just got, who's a great card. Finneran's huge. You got your guy Carmichael right there. If you want to interchange Julio, he is there too. I mean, the offense is ridiculous everywhere. And then look at the defense, man. Brian Dawkins, one of the best safeties in the game. You got Carmichael, one of the best safeties in the game. John Runyon and Kevin Byard are also very usable on budget versions of this theme team. You got Rasul, who just made our top 10 corner list. So did Darius Slay. And then Nnamdi. All 3 of them made the top 10 corner list, which is amazing too. And then you got Javon Hargrave, Jordan Davis, and the fridge. You got 3... and Jalen Carter. The D-line is ridiculous. And then Jordan Mailata. If you guys know about this card, you know. There's not really much I got to say about him. He is a dog. He'll be 99 speed on your team. 6'7", 6'8", I can't believe. With Avalanche, Lurk Artist, and Mid-Zone. ridiculous, man. This theme team, arguably number one. Like I said, very, very interchangeable, but I think I'm going to lock in our number one team here. But at number one, I'm going to go with the Las Vegas Raiders. Like I said, I think the top three, go with whatever one you really want to. It's very hard to push one over the edge, depending on what you want. But you can see they have the probably best wide receiver core in the game. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Coop, and Hayward Bay. I love me some Coop. Go Browns, baby. But Hayward Bay still amazing, especially on a theme team. He gets all the X factors. Randy Moss and Jerry don't got to explain why they're good boys. But you got Culpepper usable. You can see, come on, man. Dickerson, still the best running back in the game. You got your man Brock Bowers, brand new. Bo Jackson, Darren Waller, the best tight end trio probably in a theme team as well. The offense is ridiculous across the board, besides O-line. But when we come to the defensive side, boys, you have Ronnie Lott, which we've already said how good he is. You got Mike Reinfeldt, still a top 3 safety in the game probably right now as well. Bruce Irvin, which I always tell you guys, one of the best cards in the game when you have speed on him. Boom, theme team list. You got Ted if you wanted to still use him as well. You got Khalil Mack, X Factor. Derek Carr also gets mid zone and also, I think, pick artist for 0. If I'm not mistaken, he's just a little bit on the slower end. And then look at the corners, man. You got Namdi. You got your man D'Angelo Hall. Fred's a little mid, but you got Howie Long down here. Bob Golick. I love this theme team across the board, man. It is. Oh, Christian Wilkins, too. I forgot about him. You could use an X Factor on him as well. That's also really good. Sapp is still one of the best D tackles in the game with an X Factor. This theme team is loaded, man. So much depth, so many different variety of options you could put on the team, too. I love this theme team. Boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which theme team are you rocking right now. Are you 50-50? Are you hybriding it up? Let me know down in the comments, and I hope to see you guys in the Golden Ticket gameplays tomorrow. That should be fun, boys. Peace out, man.